Hello my Gemini friends, this is Karen with Karmic One Tarot, here to do your December 2018 general reading. Love readings are up on Vimeo, so check those out if you have an interest. Check your moon and also rising signs. You may want to cross watch depending on what's going on. Okay, the Ace of Swords. So depending on what's going on, the Ace of Swords is a card of victory. It's a card of truth. It's a card of clarity. And the Ten of Cups, so clarity in some sort of emotional situation. My goodness, I hope it's a good clarity. And the Nine of Coins, it certainly feels like it, but this is an independent energy. So, I don't know, are you using the Sword of Truth to cut yourself free from this situation so that you have happiness? Or is the Sword of Victory towards this happiness? Let's see what's going on, my Gemini friends. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. December... Okay, how many do we have? That's two. That's quite a lot. So no. This is a brand new deck, and it's a little bit slippery, a little bit hard to handle. But I do so love shiny things. Look at the edging on these. This is called the Fountain. This deck. This actually has an extra card. It's a 79 card deck, and the Fountain is the additional card. That's the name of the card. It's about following your intuition. I had it come out in the very first reading that I did, so I knew this deck was meant for me, my Gemini friends. What's going on for you in December 2018? Thank you. The Knight of Swords. So some fast-moving, hard-charging energy. You know, it could be rushing in, being very excitable, and, you know, maybe saying things that are sharp, and this truth might be what you're talking about. But it's about... sometimes not thinking before you speak, so just keep that in mind. Gemini, it could also be you. You know, you represent swords. Swords are your element, air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What else here? Let's see. Judgment, so some sort of brand new beginning. And the Moon, so, you know, perhaps there are some unknown elements to whatever this victory is, whatever this truth is, whatever this clarity is that comes into you. Okay, the Ten of Cups is an emotional situation. You know, this is happiness. This is emotional satisfaction, but also independent. So I don't know, are you doing something to have this victory so that you maybe become independent? Maybe you're using this sword to free yourself? I don't know. What is the... other two cards for my Gemini friends? We need two more cards for Gemini, please. Two more cards for my Gemini friends. There's one, the Hierophant. So some sort of commitment. Could be a company you work for. Could be, you know, a vow, a marriage. Could be, look at him. He's opening a box. He's opening like Pandora's box and everything spills out of it. I love the way this deck plays with light. So the Hierophant is about doing the right thing. It's about, you know, following your faith, keeping the faith. It's also about, you know, he's the keeper of the keys. So it could be that you're finding the key to your next step. Again, morals, integrity, doing the right thing. There are things you don't know. Maybe someone is, you know, maybe not doing the right thing. Maybe not following their integrity. One more card for my Gemini friends, please, in December. One more card for my Gemini friends. I'm going to take it off the top. One more card, please. Should I take it? No, they're telling me to wait. 1 second, please. One card, please. One card for Gemini. Just one. Oh. Well, you know what? I'm going to pull both of these because they both jumped out. And when you see what they are, you're going to flip. So we've got the Ace of Cups. We start with the Ace of Swords. We end with the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Wands is a bonus, my Gemini friends. So I would say to you, you have a whole new total beginning coming here with the Judgment card. Okay, you may not understand things yet. You may not see everything clearly. But your emotional satisfaction is tied to your independence. And these three aces and the Judgment card all point to you making some really dramatic changes in your life. Bottom of the deck. Yeah. Okay. Tell me I'm wrong. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. Now the Six of Swords, if you follow tarot at all, then you know the Six of Swords is moving forward. It's that launching point. It's leaving whatever crap that you had to deal with behind you. It's moving forward to peaceful waters. Look at the difference in the water here. Sorry, I don't know if it's focused correctly, but you know, it's a real card of finding your peace. And I think moving on is really going to bring you that peace. I got to rearrange things because I normally put my cards over there, but now the Ace of Wands occupies that. Fabulous. 3 aces, my Gemini friends. What a great month for you. December's the start of a lot of changes. I think, you know, you'll see really big changes in your life and all the signs, not just Gemini, in your lives, because you know, we've got Venus that just went direct. Yes, I know Mercury is retrograde for the next couple of weeks, but really a minor pain, not necessarily big like Mars retrograde or Jupiter retrograde. And look what just jumped out, the Ten of Pentacles. So not only that, do you have the Ten of Cups, you've got the Ten of Pentacles. This is real wealth. This is financial security. And I wasn't even focused anywhere. What were we talking about? The moon, right? We were talking about the planets. Let's leave it there. Maybe there's some confusion about the money. Maybe it's just, you know, you're moving on to more money, okay, more security. You know, Pentacles doesn't have to be money. It could be just something that you value highly. So it could be that you're moving on to something that you value more than where you are now. And here we go, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Coins, same card, okay? You're moving on to be independent, but it's, you know, it's either going to happen around the time of a moon, okay, new moon, full moon, but full moons usually bring endings. So I would say to you, it's going to be a full moon. Now, I'm reading these cards just a little bit before the full moon in November, the 23rd. So, you know, time is not set in stone in the tarot. So it certainly could be the full moon this month, November, that you do it, or it could be the full moon in December. Again, could be any phase of the moon, but I really think the moon has something to do with it. And I'm going to clarify here and say the full moon is what we're talking about, because look at this depiction. The moon card is so different in each deck. This is a full moon card. So, you know, the doors are opening for you here at this moon. Take advantage of these aces that you have, this new beginning that you have. It's truly going to bring you some sort of security, whether it's financial or just, you know, in your own security in yourself, security in knowing that you're doing what you need to do, knowing that what you're doing is right. It's according to your integrity and your morals and whatever commitments you've made. It is right, okay? But it is going to ultimately lead to your independence. So we're going there next. What's the independence here about? The 9 of Coins for my Gemini friends. The 9 of Coins for my Gemini friends. Here we go. And the Empress, okay? So I think that whatever it is, look at this. New beginning, ace, 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 and creation. My goodness, this is a fabulous month for you, my Gemini friends. You are really going to be tearing it up, making decisions and starting new things. You're really fired up right now. I think Venus might have lit something of a fire in you that really is warming your heart, and you're really making decisions based on where you want to go. Forget what everybody else wants. It's what do you want, okay? I think you've finally found that clarity here. The moon is no longer clouding things. It's not giving you any confusion anymore. You've opened the box. You know which way you want to go, and you're moving towards several areas of new beginning and a total resurgence of yourself, okay? And it's going to happen fairly quickly, okay? Your independence is coming to you fairly quickly, the Knight of Swords. This is wonderful. I'm so happy for you, my Geminis. I don't even know where to go next. We've got 3. Let's try the Knight of Swords. What's the Knight of Swords here for my Gemini friends? Whatever it is that you're creating, it is going to be glorious. You know, the other side of this coin, too, is you've got 3 aces here. So that's a lot of new ideas on the table, new irons in the fire. So perhaps the Hierophant is here to tell you, you know, you need to... Hierophant is a card of higher learning as well. He's a scholar. He's the Pope. Okay? So perhaps it means that you need to really you know, open the box and take the items out of the box and look at them carefully before you make your decision on which way to go, okay? Why is the Knight of Swords here for my Gemini friends, please? The Knight of Swords. What's moving fast? What's charging? You know, again, we talked about this initially, I believe. You know, Knight of Swords, quick conversations can be very pointed and hurtful, okay? They might involve money. So that's the only ace that was not on the table, okay, my Gemini friends? Swords, Cups, Wands, Pentacles. And here it is. You're being offered some money. You're being offered something of value, okay? It can be a relationship, can be a new opportunity for a job, could be, you know, a windfall of some sort, but you're not happy with it. There's a little bit of dissatisfaction, and it's changing very quickly. What's going on here? Thank you. You're moving on very quickly. That's the same card, my Geminis, okay? Six of Swords. See how I'm saying? You're moving from choppy water to smooth water. You're getting out. Okay, you're getting out. You've been feeling very stuck for a long time, okay? It's time for you to get your act together and put your shoes on, okay? I don't know why I'm saying that. This is about action. The Knight of Wands is about action, okay? He can also be an inconsistent action or effort, you know, but in general, very excited, very confident energy. So, you know, hard charging, fast charging, think without, speak without thinking. And the Knight of Wands is very similar. He rushes right in and wants to tell everybody what's going on. Six of Swords, you are definitely moving forward. Now, moving forward could mean many things. I mean, moving forward to some sort of commitment, a marriage perhaps, a vow, a contract, you know, coupled with the Ace of Cups. I would say to you that this is some sort of an emotional commitment, okay? Could be just that your cup is running over and you're really happy right now. Ten of Cups is here, so I would say that could be it as well. My goodness, which ace should we start with? Let's start with the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? What is the commitment? What is the vow? What integrity do we need for my Gemini friends? Why is the Hierophant here? Thank you. So what do we have? Queen of Swords. So some sort of decision that needs to be made, okay? You know, the Queen of Swords. I say it every time I see her. She's a badass. She doesn't take any crap. She does not do stupid well. She does not suffer fools. So, you know, it's time for you to, you know, change things, okay? That's your choice. You've got a choice to make. The Lovers is a choice. Certainly could be romantic, but you know what? It's ultimately a choice here. It's also your card, the Gemini card. Then we have Justice, card of Virgo, also a card of choice, okay? Sometimes the choice has to be made for you, and that's exactly what's happening here. The choice is being made for you, and here is your Knight of Wands, just like here, underneath the last card, moving on, okay? The Knight of Wands is here to tell you, excuse me, I'm sorry, that's the Page, and then the Knight. I beg your pardon. So right now you've got the inspiration. Then, sorry, Hangman fell out. Then, once you move on, it's going to turn into the action. Okay, here's the idea from this legal situation, from this whatever needs to be made fair situation, whatever choice you make, whatever decision you make, remember, think with your head, not your heart. This is also a card of Gemini, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, okay, you're on the table here. You're all over this. So this is your idea. These are your new starts. So why is the Judgment? Actually, let's do that last. Which one? Ace of Wands, or let's go with the Ace of Wands since it just fell out, okay? Here you go. King of Swords, Ace of Wands, okay? So let's see. That means that in order for you to start this new Ace of Wands, which remember is our bonus card, fell right out of the deck with the Ace of Cups. I had to take it. Whatever it is that you need to start this is a decision, okay? Your truth, once you get this clarity here at the time of the moon, you're going to realize that this family situation may not be all it's cracked up to be. That's what I'm getting. I'm sorry. But it's going to require your independence and starting something new after you move on, okay? You're going to decide to, I don't know, what are you going to do? You're going to take action. Ace of Wands is a big action card. It's a card of passion. It's a card of, you know, get out of my way. I'm running with fire. Card. You know, perhaps you decide that you want to do something on your own rather than with the company that you're with. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Why did it fall out of the deck for my Geminis? It's an additional card here. Why is it here, please? Be clear, be concise. It's about where you work, okay? You're going to have a new idea of where you work, how you work, what you're doing there. I think it's where you work. I think it's a new start in a new place that makes you happy. So perhaps you've always had a dream of opening your own company. Maybe this moving on is just that. We've got all 4 aces on the table in one form or another, whether they're the main reading or the clarification. So we've got 5 aces on the table. My Geminis, you are going places, okay? Don't try and deny it, because it's going to come bite you in the ass. You've got to do it, okay? Take the action before the action makes you do something that you necessarily don't want to do. Yeah, what did I just say? Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is changing for you, and it's your happy home, it's your home life, okay? It also involves balancing things out, coming to terms with things. Now, your home life could mean a number of things, all right? It's happiness. It could be, you know, it's also known as the card of marriage, but most of all, it's stability. It's knowing where you live is a safe place. It's a good place. It's a happy place. It's a peaceful place. And the Wheel of Fortune is changing that for you. Now, changing it for the better, changing it for the worse, that's up to you, okay? I truly think you're moving on to much better things, my Gemini friends. It's also something that you're going to have to come to terms with, okay? Pardon me, terms with emotionally. Temperance is about bringing things into balance, particularly emotions. It's also about healing. So when you balance your emotions, you heal whatever hurt's gone before, whatever has been upsetting in the past, you heal that, okay? Tell me why the 10 of Cups is here. Is that what we're healing? What happens with the 10 of Cups? Yeah, it's been a burden. You know, I think trying to keep everyone happy has been a burden. And you are going on a new path. You may need to seek some guidance. You know, the Hermit is a Virgo, and as far as guidance is concerned, he could be a lawyer, our King of Swords here, okay, authority figure. You know, there are a number of things going on here, and I think you can read this at several different levels depending on what's going on in your life. And I'm trying to give you all of them so that you can decide whether or not it's right for you, this reading. But, you know, the Hermit is also a solitary quest. So when I said to you, you may be leaving the company that you work for to go out on your own, I now think that that is the case. This is a solitary situation. Keeping everybody happy has really been a struggle, okay? It's time to put that down. It's time to branch out and go on your own here. Create your own sense of security. Create your own sense of security, exactly. Whatever's gone on here in the past, you know, it wasn't secure. It was a little bit sketchy. It's time for you to move on. Come to terms with things. Now, the Ace of Cups. Is it going to be something that you love doing, my Gemini friends? Or is this a new love coming to you? Could be either. Could be both. What's the Ace of Cups here for, please, Geminis? Yeah. Okay. I think it's going to be something that you love. Okay, something that really touches you. I think you're opening your own place. How's that? How does that sound? I think you're opening your own business, or you're starting some sort of new situation that on your own, okay? On your own. Now, I know that doesn't sound great, you know, if you're coupled and this catches you and you're on your own, I apologize, but that's what I'm getting. So, you know, this new beginning, this new thing that you love, that you have a lot of emotion for. I mean, look at this cup. It's overflowing. The doves of peace are holding it, and it's overflowing. So this is a really good thing, but it is going to have some challenges associated with it. It is going, maybe it'll involve a loan. Maybe you're going to need to get a loan to do it. Maybe someone's going to help you do whatever this is. Either way, the Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. It could be generosity of spirit, generosity of funds, generosity of love, just someone helping you. And the Judgment, what's the Judgment here for, please, for my Gemini friends? Judgment for Gemini, rising up out of the ashes, your brand new beginning. It's December, my Gemini friends. You're not even going to wait till January, I think, There's gonna be some sort of unexpected situation. What's going on here? Okay, so I think you knew that things were going to change. The Knight of Swords. They're going to. I think you knew that. Oops, I lost my sphere. This is a Labradorite sphere, and I'm really enjoying looking at it. It has some interesting images when you look at it long enough. Anyway, Knight of Swords. We had it over here. Okay, so this is a repeat message as well. Moving on. I think you're getting an offer that you're not satisfied with. And then over here we've got the Judgment card, which is your new start. And I think you knew all along that this is what's going to happen. Okay, and once you come to terms with this, and you realize that this is what really is happening, it's going to change fast. And it's not going to be without some sadness. That's why I set up here. This Ten of Cups feels like it's been a heavy burden for you to carry. It's like keeping everybody happy has really been a struggle. And you're tired. You want to go off into the woods on your own with your lantern and find another path. And you will find another path. Didn't we have him before? No, we had him under the deck here. That's right. The Knight of Wands. Here he is, right here. Knight of Wands. Okay, so you've been keeping yourself stuck. And I want to say you've been keeping yourself stuck for the money. Okay, but you will be making some sort of a decision, a final decision, and, oh my goodness, one that really, really transforms your life. Okay, and you saw it here with, what, 5 aces? Gemini, what are you doing? Anyway, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a card of, stop and start, stop and start. He's very, very enthusiastic. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could be. But he's very enthusiastic. I forgot to put the Hanged Man back. Very enthusiastic and excited. But you just got to make sure that you're in it for the long haul, or this Knight of Wands is in it for the long haul. It is going to happen rather suddenly. Something is going to come in and upset the apple cart. And I cannot leave this reading on the Tower. So what else is here for my Gemini friends? Is there anything else for my Gemini friends? Thank you. Yeah, be strong. You know what? There may be a Leo involved as well, but this involves your future. And this is going to be an unexpected upset, okay? Now, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Leo card, this is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it just depends on who else is involved in this. But, the Strength card is a card of courage, determination, fortitude, and just overall strength. But it's also a card of subtlety. Okay, it's a card of going in with a smile on your face to the negotiation, even though you've got evidence that you're going to whack them over the head with. Okay, it is a card of taming the lion gently. I call it the velvet hammer, so that's what that is, velvet hammer. And you're going to need that. You're going to need to speak softly. Don't give in. That's not what I'm saying, Gemini. Just speak softly, stand firm. It's for your future, okay? Speak softly, stand firm. Your future's right there. 5 aces. I can't believe it. All right, so we've got a Moonology card for you, and these are all the different phases of the moon, and it doesn't really matter what the moon is doing when you choose one of these cards. They all have a significant meaning for the day that you choose them. So let's see what's going on for my Gemini friends. What's the one card for Gemini friends? This is the Moonology Oracle. Okay, a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Okay, so here's that Ace of Cups. So there might be someone new coming in for you, but it does involve moving on from the wherever you are now. All right, so let me just see if there's anything else here. Let me see. New moon in Libra. New moon in Libra. Give and take could be the answer to whatever dilemmas you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. So we had some negotiation, didn't we? I thought we did. Well, it's time to come to terms with things, okay? We have the Temperance card. It's time to balance things out. It's time to give and take, okay? Give and take. So don't be so firm in your resolve, okay? Make your decision. Head in the directions that you want to go. Okay, ultimately it's going to bring you good things, but you've got to use your velvet hammer when it comes to negotiating, okay? Thank you so much, my Gemini friends. I'll see you again mid-month. Don't forget, love readings are up on Vimeo, and private readings and gift certificates are always available. Happy holidays.